ladies and gentlemen, so they found their way back to the door they once slammed shut, haven't they? Crawling back with regret heavy in their hearts, hoping to slither past the damage they caused, hoping that your kindness will once again outweigh your common sense. But listen closely, my friends, this is the final test. Their return is not a second chance, it's a reminder that some bridges are meant to stay burned, that not every knock deserves an open door. Do you remember those sleepless nights they gave you? The ones where your heart felt like it was suffocating under the weight of their betrayal, where the silence screamed louder than any words they could have said. They don't remember those nights the way you do. To them, they're just a footnote, an inconvenience. To you, they were survival. And now they think they can waltz back into the life they left shattered and act like nothing ever happened. No, this isn't their redemption arc. This is your moment of clarity. It's funny, isn't it? How the ones who leave you questioning your worth are the same ones who come back, expecting you to give them everything they once disregarded. They left you for greener pastures, but those fields turned to barren wastelands, and now they see the garden they abandoned. But let me tell you something, my friends, your worth isn't a convenience they can return to when the world disappoints them. Your worth is a fortress, guarded by the pain you endured and the lessons you've learned. When they walked away, they made a choice. They chose to disrespect you, to belittle your love, to treat your peace as something disposable. And now they've learned the hard way that what they had wasn't ordinary. It wasn't replaceable, but their regret doesn't entitle them to a second chance. Their realization comes too late, and it's not your responsibility to mend what they broke. They'll come back with excuses, with apologies dripping from their lips, hoping you'll forget the harm they caused. But remember this, an apology without action is manipulation. It's not about them being sorry, it's about them being uncomfortable. Uncomfortable with the consequences of their actions, uncomfortable with the void they created in their own lives. They're not here for you, they're here for themselves. Don't let them mistake your silence for weakness. Your silence is your strength. It's the loudest declaration that their chaos no longer has a place in your life. Let them stew in their regret. Let them wrestle with the weight of their decisions. Because you've grown past them. You've built a peace so solid that their return can't shake it. Think of the courage it took to let them go in the first place. To step away from the toxicity, the disrespect, the pain. That wasn't an easy decision. It was one made with a heavy heart, but a clear mind. And now, here they are, testing the very strength it took to leave. Don't let them undo your progress. Don't let their desperation become your downfall. It's tempting, I know. The idea of giving them a taste of the love they once rejected. The idea of proving to them that you were always the better option. But you don't owe them proof of anything. Your existence, your happiness, your peace, they're all the proof you need. Their regret is their punishment, and your growth is your reward. You see, people like them think they can take without giving, destroy without rebuilding, hurt without consequence. But life doesn't work that way. Karma has a funny way of balancing the scales, and their regret, that's the beginning of their reckoning. It's not your job to cushion their fall. They need to feel the impact of what they've done. Forgiveness doesn't mean reconciliation. Forgiveness is for your soul, not theirs. You can forgive them from a distance, release the bitterness from your heart, and still keep them far, far away from the sanctuary you've created. Forgiveness doesn't grant them access, it grants you freedom. Let them carry the weight of their actions. Let them learn the hard way that love isn't something to be trifled with, that respect isn't optional, that kindness isn't a weakness. Let them see that your absence speaks louder than their words ever could. You deserve someone who values you from the start, not someone who only realizes your worth after losing you. Someone who sees your light and cherishes it, not someone who tries to dim it. Someone who builds you up, not tears you down. And that someone, they're out there, waiting for you to let go of what's already gone. So when they come knocking, remember this: your life is not a revolving door for their convenience. Your peace is not a place they can return to when the world grows cold. Your love is not a second-hand gift they can reclaim. You've given them enough. Now it's time to give to yourself. They thought they could rewrite the narrative, turning themselves from villains into victims. They thought that showing up battered by their own decisions would erase the chapters where they caused you pain. But life doesn't work like that, does it? Their actions are etched into the fabric of the past, and no amount of apologies can unweave the tapestry they shredded. Let them come, let them plead, but remember, your worth isn't found in their approval or their remorse. Every tear you shed for them was a seed planted in the soil of your strength. And now, you stand as a garden in full bloom. They see it, and it burns them. It burns that you thrive despite their efforts to keep you down. It burns that you learn to love yourself in ways they never could. Their regret isn't a plea for reconciliation, it's the envy of a soul that no longer belongs to them. Don't let their sorrow manipulate your kindness. They'll try to paint you as heartless for walking away, for not opening the door they once slammed in your face. But let me tell you something, my friend, you don't owe them access to the new life you built. They had their chance, and they squandered it. Their tears now, that's the price of their own recklessness. And isn't it ironic how they called your kindness a weakness, yet now they crave it? How they dismissed your loyalty, yet now they beg for it. They mocked your love, only to discover it was a treasure they were too blind to see. The irony is delicious, isn't it? But you don't have to taste it. Their regret is their burden to carry, not yours to shoulder. There's a peculiar satisfaction in watching them squirm under the weight of their own choices. But even in their discomfort, your focus shouldn't be on them. It should be on the freedom you've claimed. Freedom from the chains of their toxicity, from the cycle of their disrespect. You broke free, and that's a victory they'll never steal from you. They thought you'd stay broken. They thought their absence would devastate you, that their cruelty would leave you incapable of healing. But look at you now, rising, glowing, living. You've become everything they feared you'd be without them happy. And that, my friend, is the ultimate revenge, though you weren't even trying for it. When they see you now, it's like looking at a masterpiece they'll never own. They stare at the strokes of confidence, the hues of joy, the texture of peace, and they know they'll never touch it again. It eats at them, doesn't it? But remember, their regret isn't your problem. It's a testament to your growth, a consequence of their own folly. They'll try to twist their regret into a sob story. They'll act as if their pain is greater than yours, as if their loss outweighs your suffering. But don't be fooled. Their regret is selfish. It's not about missing you. It's about missing the benefits of you. They don't regret what they did, they regret the consequences. You, on the other hand, have no time for their theatrics. You've outgrown the drama, the manipulation, the chaos. Your life now is a sanctuary, a place of peace and purpose. Don't let them bring their storm into your calm. Let their regret be the wall that keeps them on the outside, looking in. It's not cruelty to protect your peace, it's self-love. They'll call you cold, unkind, unforgiving, but those are the words of people who can't handle accountability. Let them speak. Their words are just whispers in the wind, compared to the roar of your resilience. You don't need to explain your choices to anyone. And oh, the satisfaction of knowing that your absence is the loudest message they'll ever receive. You don't need to raise your voice or seek revenge. Your silence, your happiness, your success, it's the echo that will haunt them for years. Let them feel it, for it's a pain they earned. Some will say you should let them back in, that everyone deserves a second chance. But those people don't know the battles you fought. They don't understand the scars you carry, the nights you cried, the strength it took to walk away. Not everyone deserves a second chance, especially not those who never valued the first. They'll call it selfish, but it's not selfish to choose yourself. It's survival. It's wisdom. It's knowing that you can't pour from an empty cup, and they drained you dry. You've learned to refill it, to nurture yourself, to love yourself. And now, you're unstoppable. Their regret doesn't define you. Their pain isn't your triumph. It's simply a reminder that life has a way of balancing the scales. Focus on your joy, your growth, your future. Let them live in the shadows of their choices while you bask in the light of your new beginnings. So when they come back, knocking on the door of your life, remember this: you owe them nothing. Not your time, not your forgiveness, not your love. Your life is yours to live, free from the chains of their regret. And in that freedom, my friend, you'll find the greatest peace of all. And here's the final thought. My dear friend, when they sit in the quiet of their regret, when the world around them stills and their own choices echo the loudest, let them face the truth they tried so hard to escape. You were their gift, their light, their chance at something real, and they fumbled it. But you've risen, you've rebuilt, and you've become a masterpiece untouched by their shadows. Let that be your triumph, for nothing is more powerful than a soul that refuses to be dimmed. Let them live with the consequences of their choices. Let them wrestle with the reality they created. You don't need to explain yourself, justify your actions, or offer them closure. Closure is a luxury they forfeited when they chose to hurt you. Your silence is your power, your peace is your triumph, and your growth is your victory. Let them regret losing you, but never regret choosing yourself. Because in the end, your story isn't about them, it's about you. And your story is just beginning.